Today is Friday, and we'll be doing the last of the standing poses. Next week, we'll go down on the mat. So today we're going to do Revolved Triangle. We're going to do a little warm-up on the shoulders. The Revolved Triangle is the pose that Dr. Fishman said he would take with him on a deserted island because it does everything. Stretches the hamstrings, the quads, it's a twist, it's for coordination, balance, and it builds bones. So we're going to start out with a warm-up. And also I'd like, if you do have a belt, today I'd like you to tie your belt to the side of your chair. You may or may not use it, and if you don't have a belt, that's all right. So you're going to take your belt, okay, and just put it on the back leg of your chair. Okay, you need a long belt. If you have a short belt, forget it. So you need a long belt. Put it on the back leg of your chair, and then take the loop through the front, top one, and back through. So you have kind of a lasso, like just a belt. You might, for those of you who want a little more work, if you don't want a little more work, don't bother. But if you want a little more work, you can attach this long belt to the back of your chair. So we're going to start by putting a block or a paper towel tube or something, or a cushion between your knees. Okay? So the reason we do this is we're going to press our feet down, and we want the knees in a line. Okay? We're not sitting back in the chair, but towards the front of the chair, so that you can feel your sit bones, those bony little points of your pelvis coming down. And you're going to squeeze the block or hold the block, and let's just roll the feet back and forth. Become aware of the feet. And then let the feet, the toes fall, widen the toes, all the toes pointing forward. Okay, lift the arches, press the feet down, squeeze the blocks, and your knees are in line. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. We're warming up the shoulders. Think of this warm-up as a lube job, like you're the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz and you're getting lubricated. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And remember, your hands are like a blade. Your whole arm is like a sword cutting through the air on the exhale. So you have control of your fingertips and your thumb. Your armpit is moving forward now. Pull the shoulder down. Exhale. Inhale. Make your neck long. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And we want to relax our neck. You can even think of your neck as a second torso with a belly button right there that you relax. So you're not squeezing, you're letting the neck relax. Next, we're going to put our fingertips on our shoulders, continuing the lubrication of both the shoulder bones and joints and also the muscles in the back and in the neck. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale through the nose if you can. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Nice firm torso. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. By firm torso, I mean here is firm. This bone is pushing the energy up. So we're not slumping. The spine is straight and supported. If somebody's coming from behind, you have a flat back. Okay? So now we'll do what all the pitchers do to warm up before they get on the mound. This is for the shoulder. Rotator cuff. Inhale. So the triceps ideally are parallel to the floor. Palms and hands are active. exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze that block, put the feet down. Inhale. Can you feel your sit bones? Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Put your hands on your knees. And let's look to the right. Come to the center. Look to the left. Come to the center. Look up at the sky. Look to the center. Look down to the center of the earth. Come back to the center. And then look behind you. Look to the right. Come to the center. Look to the left. Come to the center. Look up to the heavens. Come to the center. Look to the center of the earth. Come to the center. And look behind you. In my case, I'm looking over the Atlantic Ocean. And breathe and exhale. Let's turn and look to the right. Come to the center. Turn and look to the left. And come to the center. Once more to the right. And come to the center. And remember to keep your second navel relaxed. And to the left. And come to the center. Now we're going to do some gentle twists. So squeeze the block, and we're going to hold the chair. So if you push your wrist, the heel of your hand down in your chair, you're building wrist bone, but you're also dropping the buttocks, lifting the top of the head, okay, lengthening the spine, letting the vertebrae dangle, almost like a marionette, letting the vertebrae kind of organize themselves here. And then release the pressure of the heel of your hands. Let's raise our left hand, okay? And we're going to take our right hand on the seat behind you. If that's not possible, just hold the leg of the chair. But if you can get behind your right buttock, get behind your right buttock, push the heel of your hand down there. And then we're going to drop our left hand on our right thigh, squeeze the block, and lift up. Now, if you look at your knees, you want them to remain in a line. So what do you do to bring them back in line if after you twisted, they jugged apart? So you may have to bring your, left hip forward. So we're going to inhale into that right lung. Now remember, the right lung is shorter and wider than the left lung, and maybe in this pose you're going to be able to feel that difference. So widen that right lung, make it deeper towards the back body. Widen, and exhale. Inhale, check your knees again. Are they in line? And exhale. And come back to the center. Now we're going to lift our right hand, take our left hand behind on the seat or the side of the chair. Okay, hold on or hold the side rung of the chair. Drop the hand, right hand on your left outer femur bone. Lift up and twist. Then check in with your knees. Did your right knee come forward? If so, pull the femur back into the right hip socket. Now we're going to breathe into that left lung, which is narrower and longer than the right lung, and just use your body proprioception to see, can you feel that that left lung is longer and narrower than the right lung? Press down on the feet, squeeze that block or whatever you have between your knees. Sweep that left lung clean. Inhale and exhale. Relax the neck, relax the jaw. And come back to the center. And now we're going to use our C between the index finger and the thumb. Put it right here and lean forward, okay? Keeping the spine long, as if you're pulling the spine out of the pelvis towards the top of your head and pushing the feet down. And come upright. Again, we're lubricating our joints, stretching some of the tendons around the joints and ligaments. Lift up and go back. And one more time. You feel a nice stretch on your lower back. Okay. And then we're going to take the heels of our hands again on the sides of the chair. Push down, push down. If you can turn your elbow cracks towards the front and lift the head, squeeze the upper back. So it's like back bending action. We're pushing the cervical spine into the back of the heart, lifting the heart up, pressing the feet down. Enjoying this nice stretch and release of tension in the upper back. And again, lean forward, keeping the spine long and straight and back. Now we're going to do that same action, chair pose, Trikonasana, sending the buttocks back towards the chair. And come up. The back is straight. I'll do it sideways. So you're sending the buttock back, keeping the spine straight and up. Trikonasana, chair pose, and up. Lift your arches and up. And one more time. And up. Now let's stretch our right side body. And breathe into the side. You're ungluing your ribs here. And come on up. And left side ribs. And come on up. And once more. Right side ribs. And come up. And left side ribs. And come up. And let's roll the shoulders back. Hold a lot of tension here. You can even pat it down a bit. Okay, so for the pose, Revolved Triangle, let's start out with our right foot under the chair. Now, you may need a block. I'm not sure. Okay, and left foot back. So about at least 3 feet between your right foot and left foot. And hips distance apart. So you want your hips perpendicular to the wall. So not with the right hip forward and the left hip back, but the hips in a row. Okay, in a line. So we're going to just inhale up here. So this is a little bit of challenge for your balance. And bring your hands down. And then we're going to take our left hand on the chair. If that's a little bit too much, you can put it on the block. Or you can even turn your chair around and put your hand on the back of the chair. So, excuse me. So, you want to be able to drop that left hand without bending your upper back. So whatever distance you need to feel that your back is straight, use that as a guideline, okay? So the left hand is on the chair. You can hold the back of the chair with your right hand. And you're going to pull that left hip back, pull the right hip back, Move the left hip forward slightly, so it's a scissoring motion between the right and left leg. Widen the back of the pelvis, okay? And then you're going to take your right hand on your right haunch and turn. And we're going to stay here for 1 minute or close to 1 minute. I will talk. For those of you who do have a belt, you can lift the belt up. For those of you who don't have a belt, or that might be too much of a challenge, you can hold the back of the chair and use that to help you twist additionally, or just hold your haunch and breathe. Lengthen the head away from the pelvis. Move that right hip back. Find your feet. Lift your arches. Relax your neck. Find the navel in your neck. Relax that neck. Move the right shoulder up and back, twisting from the rib cage. And gently come out. Okay, how was that? I hope that was okay for everyone. It's a challenging pose, but the props help. Okay, so now we're going to put our our right foot under the chair. In case you haven't noticed, I have right-left difficulties. Okay, so we're going to put our left foot under the chair. Okay, and right foot back about hip distance apart. Lift the arms, lengthen the torso. This is challenge for your sense of balance. Lengthen, make your torso as long as possible, relax the neck. Then you're going to take your right hand onto the chair. Alternately, you can use a block. I'll demonstrate this time with a block. You can put the block different heights. Okay? So before you twist, check your feet. Your back foot can be 15-degree angle. Okay? You want your knees to be straight, your hips to be perpendicular to the wall. You're going to take your left hand on your left haunch and rotate that left shoulder up, keeping the knees straight, pulling the spine out of the pelvis, smiling, breathing. So we're going to stay here for about a minute. So remember, you're going to pull that left hip back, push the right hip forward so you get a scissor action between the legs. The knees are straight. You're putting some weight on your wrist. You want to feel effort. The effort builds the bones, tugs on the joints. Okay, we've lubricated up. And breathe. Find your spine. Is it straight? If you're curving over, I want you to hold the back of the chair and twist. You still get the benefit of the chair because it's undoubtedly it's going to be putting some effort on all your bones, your femurs, your hips. And turn. Lengthen the neck. And then unwind. And step forward. And then let's just sit on the chair a moment, on the edge of the chair. Lengthen the spine, lift the head, relax the jaw. So I would recommend repeating the pose on the right and the left. You can, watch the video again if you like, and just repeat it. It's important to hold the pose for 1 minute. If you're just beginning, that may be more of a challenge than you're up to, so hold it for 30 seconds and work your way up to a minute. The other thing I'd like to share with you before we stop, I won't be broadcasting a yoga for osteoporosis on Saturday or Sunday. Monday we'll begin the first of 6 poses on the mat. So you won't be sitting in a chair, but you'll need a belt. So the other thing that I'd like you to practice over the weekend, if you can, if you could get a broomstick or any kind of yardstick and practice hip flexion without back flexion. For some people, that's it. Okay, for other people, you can come down a little further. But you notice my back is straight and I'm not, this is called cashewing, like the nut. Okay, we don't want a cashew. We want a flat back and come up. And this exercise will build just folding over. It's as if your body is a piece of laundry going over a clothesline. Okay? And then come on up. So this will build strength in your abs and also your back muscles and build a flatter torso, front and back. So it's a good thing to practice. You can do it with a broomstick, a ruler, piece of wood. And that's your assignment. So, have a great weekend. Be safe. Wash your hands.